Hello and welcome to Blogging Thoughts with Kelly. This was originally recorded in my Facebook group live. If you want to have your blogging questions answered, just click the link to the free Facebook group in the description below and join us. Let's get on with the show. Good morning, bloggers. Let's talk about refilling your creative well. So as bloggers, we are constantly pulling from our creative well. I don't know if people realize just how creative blogging is, but you're creating almost every day. I hope you're creating every day. And that creative juice has to come from somewhere. So today we're going to talk about refilling your creative well. I know some of you are focusing on that this week, so I thought it might be good to chat about it. Hi, Melissa. Melissa is on the live. How are you? If you have any questions, if any of you are here on the live and you have questions, feel free to drop them in the chat and then we'll talk about them. I am going to be opening up this group to the public. So I'm really excited to grow this group and help more people with their blog writing. Hey, Crystal's here too. Yeah, I did. I gave myself a Corona color. I dyed my hair. It's a Corona color, a self dye. Yeah. Okay. So I know actually, Crystal, you are refilling your creative well with crochet this week. Am I right? Is it crochet? I think it's crochet. I've never crocheted, but that sounds awesome. Thank you, Crystal. She likes my hair. And when you dye your hair, you can say, new hair, don't care. Right? I work at the family business, so I get to sass my boss, because that's my dad. And if he tells me to do something I don't want to do, I just point to my hair and I say, new hair. I don't even have to finish the sentence. He knows what I mean. And then I go do it anyway. Crystal says she's not sure if she's refilling your well. I think you will be. I think you will be. Just doing something different, like something other than blogging, is refilling your creative well. And I know I talk about this all the time in the blogging challenge, The Artist's Way. I love this book. If you guys haven't read this book yet, I would definitely recommend it. It's a little woo-woo. Actually, it's really woo-woo. But I think we're all really woo-woo in this group, so it's probably okay. Yeah, it's a really great book. She talks about refilling your creative well for a few reasons. So she posits that fun creates creativity, so you have to go have fun if you want to be able to create, and that new experiences also beget creativity. So, which I think is true. How are you going to get new synapses firing to create a new idea if you're not doing anything new, right? We form ruts in our brain where we're going through the motions, doing the same thing every day. And if you're out learning something new, you're creating new neural pathways. And I mean, you're bound to come up with thoughts you've never had before, right? And she also says that if you want to write about the world you're in, you have to go live in it. So, pretty much you have to go get out there if you want to write about your world. And she suggests doing something called artist dates, where you take yourself to go do something new once a week. And I think I talked about this last week with you guys. I don't know how practical that is for a lot of us are busy working moms, and we obviously all have side hustles, our blogs. So I don't do it every week, but I do try to keep it in mind, right? Go do something by yourself if you can. If you can get away from the kids, go do something by yourself, and do something that you wouldn't normally do by yourself. Like the grocery store's fine, but maybe like the farmer's market instead, you know what I mean? I know with Corona and all that, I don't even know, are farmers markets open? That's sad. Let's move on. Oh, and then also about refilling your creative well is also about putting the negative thoughts and emotions somewhere else, like getting them out. And that's why we do morning pages. That's why we do morning pages in the 7-day blog writing challenge, so we can get all that crap out of our head to make room for the creativity to come forward, right? So some of my favorite ways to refill my creative well is to look outside my niche. So I listen to a lot of blogs, or a lot of podcasts about blogging. I read a lot of books about blogging. I read about a lot of blogs about blogging. I'm constantly like saturating my mind with niche specific information. And it really helps to step outside my niche sometimes. I think I talked about this last week too. I've been listening to a lot of True Crime Obsessed lately, which is hilarious. If you guys like true crime, you will love this show. This duo is hilarious. It's a podcast. And just taking a little break from saturating my mind with niche specific topics has really helped me come up with topics to talk about for my niche. And another thing that I really like to do is reread my favorite book. I recently reread All the Light We Cannot See. This is my favorite book of all time. If you like historical fiction, you will love this book. It's set in World War II, Germany and France. It'll make you cry. I cry every time I read it. I love it. Anyway, if you haven't revisited your favorite book in a while, it can really refresh you creatively. Anthony Doerr, who wrote this book, is such a brilliant writer that his writing is inspiring. Like, if I could write like anybody, I would want to write like him. And so when I read his work, I leave it feeling very inspired to go out and just be a better writer. And then another thing that I really recommend, and it's hard, is silence. We do not live in a silent world. We live in a world where we can have what entertainment we want at the drop of a hat anytime we want it, right? So if you usually listen to a podcast while you take a walk, which I do, or in the car, which I also do, try silence. Just try silence. And it's tough. It's kind of awkward at first, especially in the car, right? We're used to having music on or something. Try silence, see what happens. Usually the silence allows your brain to wander a little bit, and pretty soon you will start coming up with more creative ideas. Crystal says that she's crocheting and she's not sure if it's going to refill her creative well because it's hard and brain draining. Yeah, it sounds like there's a lot of math involved. It does. But I still think it's going to be good, especially for those neural pathways, right? Just off the cobwebs a little bit. That's how I feel when I do a puzzle. I don't do puzzles anymore because I get like obsessive about them and I can't stop doing them until they're done. I'll be sitting at the table like back aching at midnight, and I just gotta get this puzzle done before I can go to bed. But it is good for me to go do something else, right? Form those new neural pathways. That's what I wanted to say. Oh, and then I also wanted to share with you guys, remember last week I thought that I was dealing with blogger burnout, and I was a little burnout. But what I realized was that It had more to do with this busy season in the family business. So I work for the family business in RV repair, and July and August are like bananas, coconuts crazy, right? And I realized that as a highly empathetic person, with the phones ringing off the hook all month and me constantly interacting with the public, and honestly a lot of them are freaking out because they want to go camping and their stuff broke or whatever, you know what I mean? So these are like high strung people. That was what was draining me, and I wanted to share that with you guys because I think sometimes we mislabel what is draining our energy. And as bloggers, it's really easy to call it blogger burnout because it kind of looks like blogger burnout, right? Because the side effect of it is that we don't want to work on our blog. You know, we're zapped creatively. Our energy's zapped. There's nothing left for creative endeavors, right? But by doing that, we are missing the opportunity to really address the problem. So when I realized that, I was able to reframe my thinking while I'm at work. So instead of like, oh my gosh, this caller is so turned up, this is really draining my energy, I sort of reframed it into, oh my gosh, this caller is so turned up. Won't it be nice when my blog makes me a shit ton of money and I can retire my whole family and we can just sell this business? So I reframed it into motivation, right? That's what I did. Yeah, it worked out really well for me, actually. I'm feeling so much better. I'm going to see. Oh, you guys are doing comments and I just can't see them. I'm so sorry. Crystal says that's my new life. New hair, don't care. Don't mess with a woman who changes her hair because she's not even the same woman. That is right, girl. New hair, don't care. Oh, Rebecca's here. Rebecca says she loved that book too. Yes, I love All the Light We Cannot See. I love it, love it, love it. Yeah. Yeah, Crystal is also becoming obsessive over her crochet project, so she can understand me and puzzles. Yeah. Yeah. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Drop them in the comments, and maybe tell me what you're doing to refill your creative well. So like I said, I'm going to open this group up to the public. I'm really excited to have some new members in the group to help more people with their blog writing. And then every day next week, I am going to go live at 8 a.m. And I'm doing this because I'm going to record a live every day at 8, and then I'm going to publish that on YouTube as well. So the goal is to reach the most bloggers as possible. I want to help everybody. I just want to help everybody. That's it. That's all I want to do with my life, guys. Yeah, so if you guys have any topics you would like addressed surrounding blog writing or blogging or just whatever, you know, I'm here to talk. So if you guys have anything you'd like addressed, drop them in the group. And oh, thanks, Melissa. She says congrats. I will be doing a live every day at 8 a.m. Pacific. So that's what, 11 a.m. Eastern? Yeah, math. And I'm really excited. I really like doing these lives with you guys. So that's it. That's it for today. Oh, no. Crystal says she felt burnt out and couldn't deal with her blog for several days. Oh, yeah, she was sick. You had that kidney infection. Yeah, those stinking suck. Yeah, I wouldn't do anything either. She healed from that, and a week later got sun poisoning. Oh, my God, that sucks. I've been there. You see my pasty skin? Yeah, I have been to the point where, like, I've been so burned that I'm sick. Yeah. And then heavy things with your life, and yeah, your late brother's birthday. I know, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry to hear that. Yeah. There's a lot on, can't focus on everything, it's taking so long. Yeah. And so she picked up a new project. That's perfect. Good for you. good for you. Way to channel all that. I mean, that's a lot. That's a lot of stuff, girl. Way to channel it into crochet, even if it makes you a little nuts and you're doing it at 2 in the morning. I mean, a lot of people would just like crawl in a bottle or something. So, good for you. You're channeling it into something good and cathartic, right? From what I understand, crochet is like a really repetitive motion, and that can be soothing, you know, like petting a cat or a dog is really soothing because of that like constant repetitive motion, and that can be soothing to our like reptilian brains, which is the brain that makes us all anxious and crazy all the time. So anything to soothe that lizard down is good. Okay, all right, thank you guys for being here. Thank you for everything. I'll see you. My live Facebook marathon's going to start Monday. So I will see you Monday, 8 a.m. Pacific, 11 a.m. Eastern, and I'll miss you dearly. Everybody have a great Saturday.
That's it for today's edition of Blogging Thoughts with Kelly. Don't forget, if you want your blogging questions answered, you can join the free Facebook group using the description below. Also, feel free to share, follow me, subscribe, like, all the things so we can be blogging besties. Until next time, this is Kelly signing off.